To have the kind of success that Bill Belichick and Tom Brady had together, it's a miracle. It is literally once in a lifetime. It's never happened before. And what you're saying reminds me so much when I had Brady's father on after they won the last Super Bowl in Tampa or something. I asked him, what makes him keep going? And he said to me, because he loves the little things, all the stuff everyone else hates, the stuff everyone dreads, all of the things that eventually drive people out of the game, because it's not the glory, it's the minutia. That Brady loved that stuff. And you're telling us, and we know it, that Bill loved that stuff. And maybe that explains their symbiosis, why they were able to do that together, because they loved the parts of this that most people hate.
I think you're certainly onto something. And I'm sure they butted heads in a teammate, we're both trying to achieve the same thing, but I don't mean butted heads more than two guys who are at the ultimate top of their profession and proved that pretty early on in New England, that you're right, a lot of their minutiae, if we pronounce that correctly, was different, right? But a lot of it also was the team. Again, look, any successful team, coach, quarterback would say the same thing, but when you've won 333 games and all the Super Bowls and et cetera, and have all the success and mold a player, and almost all the time, I'm going to be proven wrong with this. Again, I'm all off the top of my head here. But, the team usually was flying in December, right? It's the team that ended up going somewhere. How do you... Oh, we're 2-2 in September again. Are we uptight? Well, what's wrong with the I'm making it up. What's wrong with the offense? It's September 30th. He told me a long time ago. Again, any longtime coach would say this is true, but I mean, this is out of his mouth. It was one time, I think I was up there in late August. I mean, kind of earlier, middle on of this run. And I said, so what kind of team you got? It was like a week to go to the season. And he goes, Boomer, anybody that thinks they know what they have before you've played 4 or 5 games is kidding themselves. Because now we would scout another team, and yeah, they have these 2 fast receivers or whatever it is, right? But any coach is fooling himself if they really think they know what they have until we played a quarter of the season. And it doesn't mean like you're trying to go 0-4 and not worry about it, but how things like that. He did, look, did anybody, is every move he made, you can go, whoa, remember that he went for it in his own. Now, by the way, analytics would say go for it on your own 30, the game against Indianapolis, right? I mean, well, what was he doing? Well, they couldn't stop Peyton that day, so we're trying to go for it and never give him the ball or whatever. Again, but the way he would work clocks and stuff with 6 minutes to go in the half. Again, is he the only one that ever did it? No, but his mind shouldn't say was, the thinking about stuff that you and I, who follow football pretty closely, although we would never overstep what we think we know compared to anybody in the game. But think about things how do you even think about that while your player is hurt, or this guy's just torched you for 5 catches for 120 in the first half of it, but I'm also managing to how do you come up with all that? Very unique mind in addition to everything else about Bill.
And then very quick final thought here, Boomerang, because I'm going to run out of time, but this is something that I think you will appreciate. Marcus Spears on Get Up this morning said, guys, can we not make this seem so sad? It is not a funeral, and I get that, and I agree with it, of course. It's a celebration on some level of these great careers. But there's also something, those of us who mark the passage of time by sports, anytime an era like this comes to an end, it does leave me feeling very melancholic. It leaves me feeling a little bit sad. I'm watching video of Bill Belichick coaching Lawrence Taylor, for crying out loud, this morning, and that's 3 generations ago, and he's one of the last remaining links to that. When these kinds of eras come to an end, how does it make you feel?
I was melancholy. I'm very close to Pete Carroll, for example, yesterday. Like I didn't completely see that coming, but I wasn't shocked. So I'm not answering the Bill question with that, but I kind of was off last night. Like, darn, so this we've kind of sniffed that it wouldn't continue there, or 20% it would. How does it make me feel? It's hard to do it immediately, but appreciate what we saw, whether you rooted for, against, or had no thought as a fan to watch the Patriots. Appreciate greatness and the drive to be great, and maybe look at ourselves at whatever job it is that we do, whether we're a plumber or whether you're on the radio or whether I'm on TV in my semi-retired state, and like, you know what? While we're doing it, we might as well try to be the greatest that we can, because everybody expects that, and because that's what these great ones expected of themselves. I mean, I hope I'm not talking around in circles, but we were lucky to see it, right, Greeny? We as fans were lucky to see it.